What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, here with another edition of Traditional Fans with Opinions, where I'll give my reviews for whoever I watched, read, or played today. And who are traditional fans with opinions? That is myself, and that is you, the viewers. With all that being said, on with the reviews. Was the Wonderland episodes 5 and 6? So in these episodes, Ace is still dealing with the off with your head collar on him. So basically he's so what happened is that is so the plan is so Trey comes up with an idea to help them help Ace and everyone make a chestnut tart, 'cause apparently Riddle likes chestnut tart. So Trey, Cater, you, Ace, and Deuce work together to make a chestnut tart, basically to replace the strawberry one that Ace ate. Happens is while they're getting ingredients, yeah, some other student knocks over the eggs that Deuce is carrying. Deuce gets pissed off. Apparently, there's a joke where Deuce thinks that all eggs hatch into baby chicks, so he thinks they killed a bunch of babies. And it was like, and then he explains the reason Deuce tells you the reason he got angry is because he was he had anger issues for when he was a delinquent. But after hearing like his mom being worried about his behavior, he decided to become a proper student. And then you accidentally um he comes across Leona King Scholar, who's the house warden of Savannah Claw, who's inspired by a scar from the Lion King. Basic things like he actually steps on his tail, whatever is what happens. So Leona's getting pissed. Apparently he's been held back a lot because he skips class. Now one of his subordinates, Roki Pucci, diffuses the situation. Basically gets Leona out of there. And so once all once we're making the tart, once they make that chestnut tart, Trey shows off his spell, paint the roses, which changes to flavor, color, which can change flavor and color and smell of stuff. So he makes the tart taste like each person's favorite food, and then so then they all prepare for the unbirthday party the next day. Then they go there. During the party, apparently a bunch of you know you know hard Slayville students have collars around them. Basically, they were drinking the lemonade after 8 p.m. And when you see during these two episodes that there's like a dark block growing in Riddle's Mage Stone, hinting at the overblot state. And so when Ace chance, he hands the tart to Riddle. When he realizes chestnut tart, Riddle gets mad because apparently there's a rule about not taking chestnut tarts to unbirthday parties. And so basically Ace gets mad. He's like basically yells at Riddle for being unreasonable. Then Deuce joins in, yells at Ace, and basically so Deuce gets collared. You does, Grim does, basically, and then they're for all kicked out, basically until they apologize to Riddle. Then they're trying to figure out how to. Then they come across this. They come across basically this Chester Cat inspired character named um you know like there's a so Like basically, there's like this Chester Cat guy, and and basically has the whole Eddie's body could disappear and all that. They come across Chinya, which is just a basis alias used by Artemivich Pinker. I think I pronounced it right. Basically, he's a childhood friend of Riddle. Basically, he's like a Chester Cat, so he's like a cat boy or something. And he calls himself Chinya. So Chinya reveals that he and Trey were childhood friends of Riddle. And then so in the library, you, Ace, and Deuce are trying to figure out how to find Trey without having to apologize for the apologize to Riddle. Then Trey finds him in the library, and he explains that Riddle's parents were very good healers who demand perfection from Riddle and basically acted very strict. So the way Riddle acts about forcing rules is based on how his parents raised him. Basically, Trey says he doesn't have the heart to scold like Riddle, and Ace calls Trey a bad friend to Riddle. Basically, and now Ace has broken the more well-known etiquette rules of of not yelling in a library. So headmate Crowley tells him to be quiet, but sternly he suggests that Ace challenge Riddle for the role of House Warden, since that's how Riddle became House Warden, was winning the duel. So, and Deuce decides to challenge him too. Grim wants to challenge him, but since he's not part of the house, he can't do it. And apparently, non-magical attacks are not allowed. And so one he sees Yukon has another dream, and it says Alice being on trial, calling the Queen of Hearts a tyrant. Basically showing stuff from Alice in Wonderland. So, and during the duel, so Deuce and Ace team up against Riddle. Deuce wears a used Kendo hat, helmet, while he wears his own Kendo armor for protection. And basically, since they have some party scheduled, Riddle wants to finish it quickly, so he tells Ace and Deuce to fight together. Once the duel starts, Riddle just immediately does the off with your head spell. It basically ends it with less than 5 seconds. And yeah, that's it. So for these, I really like these episodes, like how they're building up Riddle, like showing him gradually getting messed up, more insane, setting up the Overblot fight that's coming. So yeah, I thought these were pretty good episodes. Um, Looking forward to the next episode. Blue Exorcist, chapter 164. So in this chapter, so Ren's group's going across, basically going across, the demon realm, trying to find their way through. Ren and Shimmy saw some child that looked like Fujimoto as a kid. So it looked like like another test subject. And then yeah, so basically the others don't want to trust some random kid that only Ren and Shimmy can see. This could be a trick by Satan. Basically, there's tension because basically, the other ones, of course, they don't want to make peace with demons because, well, a lot of lost families to them, and it's just how it is. And then, yeah, so I thought it was interesting. So then you see them going through, but turns out the kid is leading them down like, you know, actual good um all the directions, but theirs don't want to listen. And that's just how it's like Nihas is like Igor Nihas is like he definitely doesn't want to trust him because you know demons like this family. Basically says he doesn't want to make peace with Satan or anyone. Like he very much is advocate. Nihas is very advocate, not following whatever the kid said. And so when they're trying to find the path, basically they go to this random room. See, it looks like a toy box. Then, she immediately leads the group out using directions the kid gave. And, like, basically, yeah, so they see all these pictures, trying to see what clues they get in pictures. And one thing was weird, was like the drawings were incomplete, like the illustrations weren't complete when the chapter was submitted. Why that's the case, I don't know. The guy had a month to write it. The artist had a month to draw it, I think. I mean, you would think with a month the drawings would be done quicker, but whatever. It doesn't look completely terrible. But yeah, I thought I think like I thought it was interesting. They should have been in like they're going through space, but the walls getting narrower. Ren's trying to use his powers to hold back so everyone can get through. But then the Haas tries to use his abilities to do something, probably to help Ren get through. So probably looks like he's about to die or get close to it. So that leads to the next chapter. So yeah, I thought this was a good chapter. Liked how they're obviously dealing with Nihas's opinions about demons, and Ren wanting to have peace between humans and demons. How like those viewpoints collide. That was interesting. Interesting what the deal with this kid is. Obviously, it's some relation to Satan. I thought this was a really good chapter. Looking forward to the next one. And that's it. Did y'all like the stuff I reviewed? And if you have your own opinions about all that, you can put all that in the comments. Thank you for watching, and like, subscribe, and all that. And look forward to the next video.